The people that are trying to divide us, to get their way, are trying to draw a picture as if this is a quarrel between right and left. It is not. This is a debate between dictatorship and democracy. Dictatorship doesn't have right and left. The whole idea of left and right is an idea that is based on a pluralism of ideas. Dictatorship has only one allowed idea, the idea of the ruler. Unfortunately, in the political atmosphere today, with the support of social media, each side of the political map is defined not by the majority, but rather by the most extreme parts of it. The left wing is depicted as people that would give up the state of Israel and forfeit all of it in the name of human rights. They are all supporters of BDS, people with excessive sexual permissiveness, traitors, and anarchists. The right wing is depicted as fascists, as the hooligans that invaded Hawara, terrorized the residents, burned their houses and vehicles. This creates a rift in our nation, a rift that serves only the people who are trying to hijack Israel democracy. My belief lies in the left side of the political map. And when I look at my friends at the right side, we have a lot more in common than they will ever have with the politicians running the show. The average right supporter is someone that serves in the army, holds a regular job, pays taxes, enjoys going to the beach on Saturdays. They dress like me, talk like me. They have 2 to 3 kids on average. They enjoy music and support their favorite sports team. The vast majority of the right wing realizes that annexing the occupied territories with 3.5 million Palestinians is impractical. The only difference between us is that I believe that we should strive to negotiate with the Palestinian Authority, whereas the right wing believe that the Palestinians could not be trusted and should not be negotiated with. Since in 2023 political atmosphere, any negotiation with the Palestinian Authority is not even remotely conceivable, I ask the right voters to look at the mirror and ask themselves, are we so different? Do you feel more related to Smotrich and Ben Gvir, who call for genocide and would like to reinstate Sanhedrin law? Do you feel more related to Aryeh Deri, with a history of corruption, who deprives his voters of proper education, encourages them to evade military duties, uses the taxes you pay as allowance for people he encourages not to work and live in poverty so that they will be dependent on him? Do you truly feel like they are the natural partners of the right wing? Would you trust them to shape the country for years to come, for your children? I call upon all the people from the right side of the map to put aside our minor differences and join us in defending what is dear to us all, Israel democracy.
Democracia! Democracia! Democracia!
Politicians are trying and succeeding in most cases to make it seem as if the differences are insurmountable, as if the left side comprises of privileged, wealthy people that should be blamed for the misery of the Sephardic, trying to make it seem as if this is an issue of ethnicity, Ashkenazi versus Sephardic. They blame the Ashkenazi supremacy for depriving the Sephardi of opportunities and proper education. Well, since 1977, the right wing was in power almost continuously. What have they done to remedy the wrongs and improve the education in Ayarot Pituach? Benjamin Netanyahu is the definition of a privileged Ashkenazi. who has been prime minister for more than 16 years and a minister for many more. What has he done to level the ethnic plane? I am a Sephardic Israeli of Iraqi Persian descendants. I started as a dyslexic kid who could not read properly till 3rd grade. I got to be a principal researcher at Amazon, a professor at the Technion, and a visiting professor at MIT, a Fulbright and a Kreitman scholar. Throughout my journey, I have never felt deprived due to my ethnicity. I was supported by amazing Ashkenazi people on the way. Before you point a blaming finger, ask yourself, who gained the most from depriving opportunities from Sephardic Israelis? In a global world, the high-tech industry associated with Ashkenazi would benefit from educated people as possible. There is no competition for position. The more talented engineer, the better. No one would stop a talented and devoted engineer because of their heritage. After teaching thousands of students for almost 20 years at Ben-Gurion University and the Technion, I can tell you firsthand that I witnessed no discrimination in the higher education in Israel. But to get there, one should get proper schooling under the mandatory education. Ask yourself, what have the politicians done to improve education in peripheral cities since 1977? So, who benefits from depriving education? Could it be the politicians who use this class difference to ram us against one another and use our rage and differences to divide and conquer? Who benefits from the destruction caused by the rift in society to get anti-democratic law while we demonize one another? For those who now support Levin and Rothman, did you really feel that the judicial system in Israel is so broken that it should be redesigned 1 year ago? Or is it something that had come to our attention only when Kohelet Forum got involved and benefited from the common interest with the Prime Minister on trial? Please stop following politicians, right or left, and listen to your own heart. Do you want to live in a democratic society? Do you truly trust the politician in power so much as to bestow upon them unbounded power to shape our lives? I call upon you to join us in fighting for our country. For years, I felt we should not wash our dirty clothing out in the open, and that Israel should show solidarity to the outside. Then I realized that if we do not demonstrate our defiance, the only thing people outside will see is the news in Israel becoming a dictatorship. How Israel burned Hawara with zero repercussions. We need to show the outside world that there is still hope for Israel. And most of all, we need to show that to the Jewish community, who is a vital and essential part of Israel's existence, no less. Think, where would we be if AIPAC did not support Israel? Think of that. And I really, really strongly thank all the Jewish community and the Israelis coming together week after week here. Thank you very, very much.